No problem. I think one of the most commonly used terms is back to basics, that I'm sure a lot of talent professionals would use on a daily, weekly basis. But I think the journey that we have had and still have is essentially ensuring that we have the foundations in place, so that when we actually go to market and look at a sourcing strategy for contingent labor or contractors, is that we actually have process in place, a solution in place, and we understand what is required to go and source to bring into the business, into certain programs, into certain streams that will have the best outcome for the business, and that we actually go and find the most appropriate resource. So I think for us, it's still new. We're actually 1 year today from
Mm.
launching the RPO, so it's the 1 year anniversary. And just to set the
Timing's
scene very,
impeccable, isn't
I know
it?
it is. There's balloons everywhere. No. But I think it's really understanding what we have and how can we improve that, which then feeds into the recruitment team, which is great. So, just to quickly set the scene, the RPO model that we've implemented covers all of permanent, fixed term, and individual contractor solution. So, to set up the recruitment team for success, we had to actually dig down into right at the start. And for us, understanding the current existing contingent resources within the business was step one, and it was step one. We have set up a monthly review of all existing contractors within all of the different projects. Um, in line with all the program heads of each of the departments with the streams, which actually allows us to understand where they are, what it is they're doing, um, when it comes to sort of end dates of contingent labor, start dates, before we actually go to market, let's actually look at what we currently have, because we all find in different businesses that people will be rolling off at some point or finishing a certain stream. If they've garnered some great IP within the role for their contract length, or they understand how the different business units interact, and they've got some great skill sets for other programs in the business, why wouldn't we start there and look at that? So that's what we've done, which is working well so far. So we review all of the programs across the business. We then look at, with the heads, all of the contingent costings that they have in place, and make sure there's funding available. I think we've all probably in different roles. We go to market, we start discussing contractors, and then realize that there's no funding, or the business currently cuts funding, and that's a bad candidate experience, and it's a bad look on the business. So we do our best now with the due diligence to really dig down into, have we got the sign off? Do we need resource? And what type of resource do we actually need? So we're doing all of that review first, which is then putting in the foundation blocks for moving forward to the sourcing.